Hello, everyone. This is Josh Vision, and I'm here to give my season 1, episode 1 review of Catherine the Great. So, in this episode, it's established to us the fact that Catherine, after probably like 30 or 40 some odd years of being on the Russian throne, like her enemies are more, than ever. Both seen and unseen. Her conflicts with her son are at an all-time high. They rarely spend any time with each other. From childhood to his adolescence, they only spent like the last couple of years or so, give or take, with each other, and they can barely stand to stay in the same room or atmosphere with each other, and they barely give each other any like genuine compliments. Another established fact that there's someone in the prison in Schlüsselburg who believes he is the rightful king of Russia, which is ludicrous considering that Catherine had her paramour, her main lover Olaf, and her right hand man Panin, and her soldiers and the people that put her in power to get rid of her husband permanently, like 17 years before the beginning of the storyline, to begin with. So she's dealing with that little bit of rumor, and gossip. Another she's dealing with was the fact that Lieutenant Marivic believes this, and due to his animosity towards Catherine's reign and her policies and what he feels to be her overstepping her bounds, he wants to replace her with this so-called true heir to the throne, the real king of Russia. So nothing that's established this episode is the fact that her paramour, by the way, I believe I mentioned his name was Olaf, he is being forced by his brother to really push in the idea to Catherine to marry him. But Catherine doesn't want to marry him because she sees that he's fallen out of love with her. He's banging other girls, and he wants her power. So she is obviously not going to give him the satisfaction of marriage, even if she wanted to. I think she mentioned another thing that's established the fact that we meet the character of Potemkin or something like that. So he apparently is going to be Catherine's new love interest. It's established basically that he first met her around 30 years ago during her coronation, where she dropped a handkerchief and he picked it up. So he has this kind of weird little, basically sex with benefits kind of gig with Catherine the Great's best friend, Countess Bruce, for at least a couple days, maybe a week or so. But Countess Bruce establishes the fact that she believes that he does love Catherine, and he doesn't deny it. But in my opinion, I'm trying to figure out what reason would he actually like her, or really love her? Do they have, was there more to him picking up the handkerchief? Is there some type of storyline or something that we're gonna get? Because I don't see why he would just love her, unless it's just lust or whatever. So another thing that's established in this episode is the fact that Olaf sees Potemkin as competition, as a rival. So every time he tries, whenever, I'm just calling him Mr. P. Whenever Mr. P says some really witty stuff that catches Catherine's interest, because Catherine loves men who are well learned, educated, and witty and funny, he tries to say, I think he mentioned at one point during dinner, he's like, well, will you fight for your queen? Instead of giving us witty lines and all that. And I believe Mr. P says, yeah, I will fight to the death for my queen. And we see Catherine finds him attractive. She speaks with him about what she should do with Lieutenant Marivic, who's been captured by her men after he tried to attempt to rescue the supposed true king of Russia before Catherine's guy slit his throat. The true king of Russia, that guy. So I believe Mr. P tells her that it's best to kill him because if he doesn't, she'll always be living with a constant threat of danger. You might as well just put it into it as soon as possible, now, and have him actually legit executed. So another thing that should be noted is the fact that Mr. P gets beat up really badly by Olaf and his brothers during I think actually during a game of billard, when they're playing pool. And at one point he's pushed out the window, and Olaf and his brother thinks he's dead, but he's actually alive. But they continue to beat the crap out of him for at least a couple minutes, to the point that the next scene, during the ball and dancing, whatever, we see that his left eye is literally completely shut almost. and he doesn't really want to appear to the ball, but Countess Bruce convinces him, and I believe in the episode he dances with Catherine. So that's all I got for, this episode, you guys. I think that's all that really happened, to be honest with you. If I missed anything, write some comments down below. I'm looking forward to be reviewing this every week with y'all. So that's all I got. Josh Vision, adios.